Today I'm at the Beatles Ashram in Rishikesh, and my mother said this is the place where the biggest band in the world got brainwashed. Is it really true, or was it a journey of spirituality? Let's find out. So in the 1960s, the Beatles were at the height of their fame, and they wanted something different, or trying to find something. And they went to America, it was Summer of Love, 1969 I think it was, and they found it a bit disappointing. It was just a bunch of teenagers with spots, like taking drugs and getting really sweaty. So they were looking for something a bit more deeper than that. So Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, he established this place about 8 years before the Beatles came, and all the surrounded over here, there's a building over there, some houses over there, and all these have pebbles from the Ganges River onto the structure. So these are used like bedrooms. You can go down there. It goes down as well. What's down there then? Can you go down?
Yeah.
Do people sleep in here, do they?
Yeah, they do meditate.
I'm meditating. Is it used?
No.
No, it's not used anymore really. It's a toilet there.
This is toilet.
Oh. Yeah, it's quite cool actually. Quite surprised. That's quite thick. Small windows. Go back up. Oh fuck! Oh god! Ah, my head. That wasn't good. And another one, there's nails here as well.
Slow. Things just happen.
And railing, no railing. So they're like meditation pods, I guess. These unusual pebble huts were designed as individual meditation cells. God, there's lots of them. They gave visitors a quiet place to meditate, reflect, and escape the distractions of everyday life. So this one looks like it's got some graffiti in it. If I watch, I don't bump my head again. Oh, look at that. What does it say? When you look up the sky and see a cloud, think of me, to Lennon and Yoko. This is nice, you can hear the Ganges River flow now. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big ashram, isn't it? So they met Maharishi Mahesh Yogi in England somewhere. They got invited to like a seminar, and one of them told the other members of the Beatles, and they went to go and see him like doing a seminar about the meditation he was doing, and they got really interested in that. So that's how they started getting into all the Transcendental Meditation. So when they got invited here by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi around 1968, they accepted. And they came to this retreat right here in Rishikesh. So where did they stay, do you know? There's a house, isn't there, where they stayed? This is the kitchen. There must be a sign somewhere then saying they stayed. I don't think there's anything about... So where's the sign? I have to find it then. Nadine, my guide, he doesn't really seem to know anything about the Beatles. When I asked someone at work about the Beatles, they didn't even know who they were. So like, I have to figure this out for myself. This is where they stayed here. I found this sign finally. So in 1968 they came here, they meditated for about 2-3 months I think, ate vegetarian food, and they stayed at one of those accommodations I'll show you in a second. And importantly, they wrote a lot of songs. Many of which ended up on the White Album. The sound was different, experimental, introspective. To this day, those songs still influence music across the world. So Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, he was a guru in Transcendental Meditation. And it says here, even in Washington DC, they said the reducing crime rate, all the people doing the meditation. Mr. Yogi was the creator of Transcendental Meditation. It's a non-religious technique where you silently repeat a personal word or sound known as a mantra to help settle the mind. Improvement in behavioural relationships, improvement in health, development of mental health potential. It's quite interesting. It's a reduction in crime rate and solution for world peace if people use transcendental meditation. Okay, we're trying to find the Beatles bungalow where they actually stayed. That's where I'm trying to find. It's here somewhere. Not this is new because this was built in like 1978. So it looks like they got everything here. There's like a post office over there. There's like a canteen. So it's not just sleeping, it's like a mini village really. So yeah, they seem to have everything here. So this was the guy, George Harrison, the guitarist, was heavily influenced by Ravi Shankar, who played sitar. He taught him how to play sitar. So George Harrison was the one who got into transcendental meditation the most, and more than the other Beatles, I think.
These photographs actually watched something about this. There's this photographer who actually happened to stay in the ashram at the time. He didn't even know the Beatles were staying there. And he hung out with the Beatles and they became friends for like a couple of weeks. He took some photographs of them, but he didn't realise, he only found out years later that they were worth something. I think these are the ones.
Apparently it's down here on the left where they stayed. And this wasn't just any band either, this was the Beatles. This is where they stayed most of the time. So this sign is in Hindu, it says Dhyan Mercy, which means after meditation you feel strong inside. I think there's pictures of them sitting here playing guitar and stuff I saw. Looks like the windows, the doors are quite low. Look at that, you probably have to bow your head and go here, but it's the bedroom and just a bathroom there, that's it really. It's fascinating how time changes buildings. What was once full of life and purpose can eventually become abandoned. Yet the stories within these walls often outlast the building itself. I don't know which room is which, John, Paul, whatever, but I think apparently they sleep here. So they wrote most of their songs here around that time, so at least 30, 40 songs. They ended up on the White Album. Transcendental Meditation kind of takes you to another place and beyond. That's the whole idea. So that's why they came here, really, to experience something new and write those songs. So it's pretty incredible, like all that magic happened here. So one of the reasons they stayed here is because there's this tree nearby which is like a meditation tree. That's why they stayed at this meditation here. It's kind of like a retreat. So after they stayed here, I think they stayed here for about 2 or 3 months, they went back, but shortly after that they didn't really stick together. The band split up, and this was like the biggest band in the world at the time. A lot of people were thinking they got brainwashed. Even my mum said that to me when I was a kid, and it really affected me. She said like, oh, that guru like brainwashed the Beatles and made them split up, but it's not really true, really. They were just evolving. That's what they were, and experimenting with new music. But George Harrison is the one who got really into the spirituality of the Indian Hinduism and things like that. Ringo Starr wasn't really into it. He brought baked beans with him. He only stayed there a few weeks, I think 2 weeks or something, so he wasn't really into it. I think Paul and John were into it a bit, but George Harrison was the one who was really into it, and he continued to meditate until he died. But whatever happened here made a huge mark on the music industry forever.